Hi all, and welcome to my channel, Fred Makes Things. Today is a vlog style sewing video. This is my bonus project for April, we'll say. I'm saying bonus project because all my other projects usually have something to do with Sewers Club. And this one is outside of that, as you can see with the pattern name. Anyways, yeah, so I figured I would do a quick introduction of what I'm doing. And then like my other vlog style sewing videos, I'd kind of walk through what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So here we go. We have this to do. We have this pattern that I'm going to try out, right? The really big pants, roomy pants, we'll say. It's the Burda style, super easy style. I don't know. Anyways, I've had this pattern for a while. I've had this fabric for a while, so I thought today I would actually make it. I've made a couple of clothing items in the past. Like I made a pair of pants, a sweater, a skirt, things like that. But this will be my first clothing item on this channel. All of my other sewing videos for the last year and a half roughly have all been like things for around the house, oven mitts, aprons, placemats, bags, things like that. So yeah, this is kind of exciting for me. So this is the pattern. This is the fabric that I have for it. It's like a linen blend. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, so first things first is I'm going to trace out the pattern onto here, cut this out, and then cut out the fabric using this as my pattern template rather than cutting into this. And yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. So update 1, all the pieces are cut out. But I wanted to show you that I've had to adjust a little bit. So I had to adjust here at my like mid-thigh area and down here at my calf area. So all I did was I folded my pattern pieces up rather than cutting them, just in case I made a mistake, and that way if I make these pants again, I could go through all the hassle of untaping them and starting over. I think I read back and was like, oh, back over. So now it's time to lay out my pattern pieces. This only took me like 2 hours, so yay. So both of them are done like that though. They both have like little folds in them. All right, be back soon. Okay, so the legs and the waistband are cut out. I measured the dimensions of the waistband and then just used my rotary cutter to make nice clean lines for that. And then here's the front part, here's the back part, and then here are the two pattern pieces that I've just folded up so that I can tuck them into an envelope with their name on them. And yeah, so I've even marked, I don't know if you can see, but like where the darts are supposed to be on all of the pants. And I believe that is my next step. Okay, so the darts are in. I did those already. I forgot to show you when I did them, but they're all in. And the side seams are also done. So we have, so we have like two, this is hard one-handed, two official pant legs. So pant leg 1 and pant leg 2. I'm getting like prison and Beetlejuice vibes. And I'm not sure if I'm excited about that or not. But yeah, so now I think all I have left to do is sew the pants together, and then attach the waistband and do the hem. So I'll come back before the waistband, I think. Yeah. So I thought about pretending like my last step was like right and that I didn't do anything wrong. But then I decided that no, I'm going to be honest and show you like my user error, my mistakes as I go along. So last night I showed you that I had sewn both legs together, but then when I went to do the next step, I realized that I had sewn my two fronts together. So like this guy and this guy together, and my two backs together. So this and this together, which meant that last night I spent like an hour seam ripping these two sides apart so that I could sew them properly. So pro tip, lay out your pattern pieces and make sure you're fitting the proper sections together. So the way that this pattern calls for, you want to sew your front to your back on both pant legs, and then sew these two together, I think, and then add the zipper, or while including the zipper. I'm not sure, I'm not there yet. So I have to do that now. So these back together, then do the zipper or the closure or whatever, then do the waistband, then hem them. So I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so the legs are properly sewn together. Right, look, they look like pants. I have the zipper in. I think I need to iron, maybe make that look a bit flatter. The zipper is in, pants are together. So I think all I have left to do is the waistband and hemming. So yeah, yay. So I think I said this in my last video update, my last post, whatever you want to call it. These pants, I feel like they're defeating me. Like, it's supposed to be a simple, easy project, but God, it's getting to be anything but. I wish I had a serger because all of my edges are just like a mess. Just like a frayed mess. I think I'm going to have to like zigzag all of them or use my pinking shears on them or something. This isn't bad because it hasn't been messed with a lot, but like up here where I've had to mess with it a lot, it's just a mess. The other thing too, and I knew this was probably going to have to happen, but I was kind of hoping it wouldn't, is that the pattern that I bought was for up to size 16. And I bought it a couple of years ago when I was a size 16, or 4 or 5 years ago when I was a size 16. But I'm not a 16 anymore. And so I've had to add these panels in. I don't know if you can tell. Like, it's hard to like hold up my camera and show you. But basically, this was a trick that I learned when I was in high school. And my aunt gifted me a bunch of her old skinny jeans. And in 1998, 1999, skinny jeans were not really a thing yet. Flares were. Really wide bottom flares. I had so many pairs of those. But anyway, so she gave me all these skinny jeans, and on a couple of pairs of them, the top was too tight. So what my cousin did was she took the jeans, cut them straight down the side, right down the seam, and we did these inserts. For the pants, we just did like a 1 inch or 2 inch insert all the way down, flaring it at the bottom. but and on some of them they fit all the way, and we wanted to flare the bottom, so we did this exact thing that I did here, but in reverse, right? So, right, we did just like a large triangle to open the seam and to give you a little bit more room, and it doesn't really change the integrity of the pant. So that's what I did here, is because it wasn't fitting me properly on the hip anymore. Like, I couldn't get this zipper done up. I just split it down right to the point where it was fitting properly here, and added this wide V. This is a little larger than I need, but that's okay. I'm okay with them fitting a little loose. I did it on both sides. I think I'm gonna take a photo for you after I'm done doing this awkward thing, and I'll insert it for you so you can see what I'm talking about better. But yeah, so that's where we're at now. Honestly, if I didn't have to, I shouldn't say have to, if I didn't have this project planned for next week's video, I might just give up on it and come back to it at a future point and just chalk it up as like, not a failure, but like a come back, regroup, and try again kind of situation. Or I would have just kept them the size they were and gifted them in my Buy Nothing community. But because of all of the fraying and the fact that I absolutely love this pattern, I didn't want to do that. So anyway, longest update so far done. All I have left to do is attach the waistband, which I've done once already, and then realized that I sewed it on backwards. But so I'm gonna have to sew this back on, do the hem, and then I think we're done. So I think I will come back to you when everything is finished. So yeah, okay. Chat in a few. Okay, so I have attached the waistband. I know words, right? And I've done little thing, that one's not a good example, but I've done places to put the button. I'm not going to use a button. I'm going to use the snap from my Sewers Club grocery bag in it instead, just because I have it and I might as well use it, and I really don't feel like finding a button to fit or making a buttonhole. I have a button holder on my sewing machine, but I just don't feel like using it. I also wanted to show you that I did I used my pinking shears on the interior. I need to cut that. Here, let's do the leg. I used my pinking shears on the interior, and now the fraying has been cut back. I wonder if it'll stay this way or if it'll start fraying again. But for now, the fraying is at a minimum. Any thread you see is just left over from all the fraying. Looks like maybe, yeah. So after they've been washed, all of that fraying should just, all of this extra thread should just disappear. Here's the all the stuff I cut off. It's nice I had such a thick seam allowance, right? It was like 5/8, so I could do that. And then if you look at my floor, it's just covered in bits of fabric, of bits of thread and stuff. And this is all from like the fraying and cutting it off. So it's kind of crazy. It's all over the place. I got it all through my cat's water dish too, which is why that's out. Cleaning up the water and stuff. But yeah, so next one update will be the hem, and then these pants are finally finished. If you can hear the dishwasher in the background, I'm sorry. I just want to get this video finished and up for you. It's looking like it's going to be on the shorter side for my sewing kinds of videos. So that's exciting. So let's just kind of chat about it. Here are the pants. This is the front, right? So they hemmed out nicely. The waistband went on nicely. Here's the back. The zipper is not the best, but it works. We have the snap here that I used from the shopping bag. Here is the side. Here's the side. So yeah, you can't really see where I joined the two. I haven't ironed them or anything because I kind of like this kind of like slightly wrinkled look. I'll have pictures up for you of them like on my mannequin, maybe on my body. I still haven't decided. But yeah, here you go. This is my first pair of pants on this channel, my second pair of pants ever. Looking up the other pair that I made myself a couple of years ago, these are much nicer. These are much better. I'm happy that I was able to like make them so that they fit me. That was exciting. And yeah, would I do this pattern again? I don't know. Maybe? I'd have to still like account for this panel, but maybe I could build that into the pattern better. I'm not sure. The other, I did the skinnier leg of the two versions, so maybe if I did the wider leg version, I'd be able to kind of mess around with it a bit more, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I honestly, I like the pants that I made before better. Like I like how those came out, but no. I shouldn't say that I like how they came out better, but I liked the pattern better. If I can find it, I will post a picture of what that pattern is that I used. It's pajamas, but I use them as just pants, because why not? Anyways, what do you think? Do you like how they came out? Do you like them as much as I do? There's still some finishing and stuff I have to do on the inside, but I need to step away from these for a little bit and then come back to it. Like when I washed them, some of these inserts frayed too much on the inside, and I'm worried that they're going to kind of fall apart on me. As I was like showing you this, I could see that there's a little hole right here on this side forming. It looks like one's forming there too that I need to stitch up. So I need to do some finishing work on it, but other than that, they're done. So I'm gonna stop babbling and just ask you the usual questions. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you like how the pattern, the fabric pattern, do you like how the pattern of the fabric turned out? Do you have other suggestions for me besides buying patterns that actually are designed to fit my current body size? Yeah, and with that, I'm going to say like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you choose to. Next week, I'm hoping is going to be a Sewers Club unboxing, and if Sewers Club doesn't arrive in time, I might be scrambling. So with that, I will say thank you so much for watching, and I will talk with you again soon. Bye!